What's more valuable? Owning a $2 million home that costs $5,000 a month to maintain, or earning $5,000 a month in cash flow that lands in your bank account after taxes without you lifting a finger? Most people chase the first one because it looks wealthy. But here's the truth. The second one is what actually sets you free. Why? Because net worth and cash flow tell two completely different stories about your money, and only one of them reveals whether you're truly financially independent. Today, we're going to break this down, not just so you understand the difference, but so you can actually use this knowledge to build lasting wealth, create passive income streams, and escape the paycheck-to-paycheck trap forever. So let's start with the number everyone loves to brag about. Understanding net worth. At its simplest, your net worth is the value of everything you own minus everything you owe. Assets are your cash, stocks, real estate, jewelry, businesses, or even that one dusty painting you swear is worth something. Liabilities are your debts, mortgages, credit card balances, student loans, personal loans. Basically, anything that says, you still owe me. If you sold everything you own tomorrow, paid off all your debts, and looked at what's left, that's your net worth. It's a useful number because it gives you a snapshot of your overall financial position. But here's the catch. It tells you where you stand, not how fast you can move. Generational wealth reality check. When we zoom out and look across generations, something worrying shows up. Baby boomers held 21% of total U.S. wealth by age 35. Gen X had about 9% at the same age. Millennials, just 6%. Despite higher education levels, bigger salaries, and better technology, younger generations are starting adulthood with fewer assets and more debt. But even that doesn't tell the full story, because for most people, their net worth is locked away. Liquid net worth, the hidden truth. For about 80% of people, net worth is tied up in two things: the house they live in, their retirement accounts. You can't sell your kitchen to pay your phone bill. And you can't tap your retirement savings without penalties unless you're already retired. This is why liquid net worth, and the money you can actually access quickly without taking a financial hit, is the real game changer. Let's compare two people. Person A owns a $500,000 home and has $300,000 in retirement savings, net worth $800,000, but they can't touch most of it without selling their home or retiring. Person B also has $800,000, but it's spread across cash, index funds, and rental income. Their money is working and accessible. Same net worth, completely different financial freedom. Negative net worth, it's not the end. And yes, net worth can be negative. In fact, it's normal early in life. If you're 23, just out of college with $40,000 in student loans and $1,000 in your bank account, your net worth is $39,000. That doesn't mean you're doomed. It just means your financial journey is at the starting line. Even doctors and lawyers often begin with a negative net worth before their careers take off. The point is, net worth is great for tracking your progress, but it doesn't measure how much freedom you have today. Enter cash flow. That's where cash flow comes in. The money flowing into your life every month, minus what flows out. Salary, dividends, rental income, royalties, side hustles. This is the money you actually use. If it's positive, you're earning more than you spend. If it's negative, you're slowly draining your resources, even if your net worth looks great on paper. And here's the shocker. 20% of American households live paycheck to paycheck, including those making over $150,000 a year. That's how you get people living in million-dollar homes who are one missed paycheck away from financial collapse. Why cash flow equals freedom? Cash flow is what gives you options. It's what lets you work from anywhere, retire early, or walk away from a toxic job without panic. People love to say, when I hit $1 million, I'll be free. But freedom isn't a number. It's when your income covers your life without requiring your time. If you earn $5K a month in passive income and your lifestyle costs $4,000, Congratulations. You're financially free, regardless of your net worth. That's the difference between wealth on paper and wealth in motion. The cash flow ladder. So, how do you actually build this? Here's the ladder most self-made millionaires climb. Step 1, earn active income. Get a job, a contract, freelance, sell a skill. This is where everyone starts, but here's where most get stuck. They earn, they spend, and repeat. Step 2, increase your margins. This is the gap between what you earn and what you keep. If you make $4,000 and spend $3,500, you have $500 left over. That's your seed money. You can grow it by earning more, spending less, or ideally both. Avoid lifestyle inflation. It's the silent killer of wealth. Step 3, reinvest into income-generating assets. Put that margin to work in dividend stocks, rental properties, content creation, or buying into a business. The goal is recurring income that doesn't depend on your presence. Step 4, systemize your income. Automate investments, outsource management, delegate operations. The less you're involved in day-to-day work, the more scalable your income becomes. Step 5, cover your burn rate. Once your passive income covers your monthly expenses, you're functionally free. Work becomes optional. The retirement myth. For decades, retirement was sold as a finish line. Work 40 years, buy a house, save in a retirement account. At 65, stop working and live off your savings. But the math no longer works. The median retirement account for Americans 55-64 is $185,000. The average retiree household spends $52,000 a year. That's not even 4 years of expenses, and that's before inflation, healthcare costs, or emergencies. Half of people over 55 have nothing saved. That's why relying on net worth alone is risky. The burn rate strategy. Your burn rate is what it costs to live for 30 days. If it's $4,000 and you have $600,000 saved, that's 12.5 years of runway, assuming nothing goes wrong. But if you have $3,500 a month in passive income, that same $600,000 now only needs to cover $500 a month and could last decades longer or never be touched at all. That's the magic of combining net worth with strong cash flow. Millionaire mindset shift. This is how quiet millionaires think. They don't chase flashy numbers. They build systems that produce income predictably. They keep expenses lower than income even as they get richer. Focus on assets that produce cash flow, not just appreciate in value. Avoid debt that doesn't pay them back. Reinvest earnings to make the machine bigger. They're not just rich on paper, they're rich in freedom, time, and choices. Net worth tells you how wealthy you look. Cash flow tells you how free you are. If you want lasting wealth, stop obsessing over your number and start building a monthly income engine that can run without you. Because freedom isn't about never working again. It's about never needing to work again. If this opened your eyes, hit like, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe for more smart, practical wealth strategies every week. Your future self will thank you. Thanks for watching, and I would see you in the next one.